What's up, you guys? Roland here. Sorry for different change in scenery. My normal area is a little cluttered at the moment. But yeah, so in one of my past videos about guns I recommend for people with disabilities, limited hand function, all that, I said there's two guns that I don't recommend. And I ended up getting one of the ones that I don't recommend. Long story short, I had a friend owed me a favor, and he ended up throwing this my way, and as payment. So I have one of the two. He also has a M&P shield that he might be throwing in also, but for now I got this. I haven't shot it yet. I've only had it for about a week. But it, end of the video. Thanks. All joking aside, so this is a Springfield Armory XD-40 cal. Not 9, not 45, I don't even know if they make it in 357 SIG. But this is 40 cal. He gave it to me with two 10-round mags and some ammo that he had left over. Gun is unloaded, nothing in the chamber. You can see my beard and my chin through the mag well. Gun is clear. This is clear. And I'm going to be comparing it to my Glock 19, which is also clear. I just checked it before the camera came on, so just trust me. Anyways, so back to the XD. I'm going to start off with the cons. Why I don't like this. Why I don't recommend this for people with disabilities, people in chairs, limited hand function, all that. Reason one, the backstrap safety. I hate that. It's so stupid. Only keep that on a 1911 where it works, not on a polymer frame gun. Reason one why I don't like it, as you can see, the nipple is down, so that indicates that it is not, the gun's not cocked. If you depress this, pull the trigger, it's not going off. You can see the nipple now, it's poking through. It shoots. If you don't push this down, reason one why I don't like this, if you don't depress the lever, it racks and it shoots. If you don't depress the lever, it locks the gun. Press it and it racks. Don't press it and it won't rack. It stops it. You push it down and you can rack it all the way. Don't push it. To me, that is stupid. Why would you put that on a gun? I mean, who thought of that? I mean, there's been good ideas and there's bad ideas. You know, Twinkies, good idea. Beef jerky, good idea. Pushing this to make this go, bad idea. Anal beads, bad idea for men.
Oh, that's nasty.
But yeah, so that's reason one why I don't like that, is you have to push it to get the slide to go. Also, you can't pull the trigger without it being pushed. So you got to push it in and then it goes. Side note, this trigger is amazing. He has a lot of rounds through this. He is law enforcement, so they shot he shot this very, very, very heavily. Barrel's fine, springs are fine. I went through it, I checked it, I know what to look for. I'm not a gunsmith, but I studied a lot of stuff. Back to what I was saying. So locked gun, depress, gun works. Locked gun, depress, gun works. Very, very stupid thing. I hate this. I'm thinking of getting some JB Weld and just putting it down and sticking it and just leaving it like that. That or get a big 5-inch wood screw and just go straight all the way through the grip to hold it down. But yeah, so that's the 2 reasons why I don't like this. Another thing I don't like, which I'm glad the Glock does not have, is, I don't know if you guys can see, how can I, this right here, hopefully, yeah, camera's picking it up. This is for your loaded chamber indicator. I don't like that because to put a red dot on this, like I have on my Glock, yeah, I can do the same thing and get the dovetail mount, which I still have. I haven't sent my slide off because I'm kind of broke right now, and it's going to be about $350 to get my slide milled the way I want it. So that's still on there for the Glock. When I do that, I will be making a video. But back to this, I could do the same thing with a dovetail mount, but if I want to get it milled, first, the red dot width is, I don't like how Springfield has the shelf, and it's super thin, so it's going to be hanging off and be ugly, and yeah, but for the red dot, you can see this pin. It's got a pin right here, and it has the loaded chamber indicator that is in the way. So you have a pin on the side that holds the little arm, and then the arm. So 3 things are in the way of the red dot, and then the dimensions of the slide. So you can't customize it that way. I mean, you can customize the slide, get slide cuts, weight reduction windows, stuff like that on the front end. I've seen a couple slides that look nice. They have the RMR, but they, you know, had to cut the pin, shave the pin off a couple thousandths of an inch, took this off, you know, big thing. But it is what it is. They didn't think of the future for their gun. But yeah, so that's slide wise. I'm completely off topic, but yeah, so that's what I don't like. To the trigger, I am very surprised of how good this trigger is. As I'm talking about the trigger, let me bring up that I have shot a 9mm and a 45 full-size Glock XD. Both of those, for some reason, had a magazine disconnect. So what that means for people that don't know is without the magazine in the gun, empty mag, clear gun, if you have the mag in, you can shoot. No mag. If you don't have the mag in, it wouldn't let you shoot. So the 9mm and the 45 cal XDs that I shot, both had magazine disconnects. I don't know why this one doesn't. Maybe they didn't put it in the 40 versions. Maybe my friend, I don't know, bypassed the magazine. He is law enforcement, so maybe he got one without it, like I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know, but this one does not have a magazine disconnect, but the trigger on this is very, very, very worked in. It's amazing. Just dry firing it, it's nice. I gotta hold this right, get my finger out of the way. Yeah, see, you have to hold the grip right. I can't just hold it like this and, you know, pull the trigger. I have to depress the stupid safety. But yeah, it's got a little bit of take up. It does have the trigger arm shoe, just like a Glock. Just like the Glock, it has the little arm that you depress down. The XD feels a lot better. It's a lot more trigger to grab onto. The trigger's wider. I can do it like this. So the Glock trigger feels like this. It's very thin. But the XD is wider, so it feels like this. You have more to pull on, if that makes sense to you guys. But I don't know. They did the trigger right, or maybe he got a trigger job on this. I don't know. I didn't ask him, but it does have the same safety on the trigger bar. But that's the play. So that's what it is. You pull the trigger, that's the play, and that's it. And then let me... So that's the trigger pulled. You have to come out right there. That's reset, and then it has a lot of take up after reset. But once you hit the wall, nice hard wall, easy. I'd say it's about a 2.5. No, probably about a 3.5 pound trigger, because I think Glock stock comes with about a 5.5 pound trigger, and I think mine's a little under 5.5 because I polished it and made it nice and smooth. That's reset, and then from reset you have some take up, and then it's a smooth break. Like I said, it is worked in. I don't know how many rounds he has. Like I said, he's law enforcement. They shoot their guns a lot every weekend, I think, or every other weekend. I think they're required twice a month to go to the range. But the gun, he said he's never had a problem with it. I believe him. He wouldn't lie. But yeah, that's the trigger's great. Also, it has ambi mag release. So let me grab the right mag. Push this button, it falls out, and you can push it from the other side right here, and it falls out. That's a nice feature from Springfield. I don't know why I keep pulling the slide back and putting it forward. I don't need to. But yeah, I love that feature. I wish Glock had that. Unfortunately, here in California, you can only have Gen 3s. So you can't make the mag release ambi. You can, if you modify your frame, you cut the hole bigger, you can get a Gen 4 mag release in there. I've seen a guy that has done that before. I wouldn't really recommend it. You gotta cut your frame a little bit, take material off. Doing that, you avoid the warranty if you have one, and you make the frame weaker in that area. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, going back to this, I like that it has that from the factory. Very, very useful. So, you know, I'm right-handed. If I shoot, you know, bang, 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 run out of ammo, I can push it with my thumb, or I can push it with my index finger if, you know, my thumb's broke or whatever, it's nice to have that option from factory. But yeah. Another thing I don't like is, like I said before, the nipple, the loaded chamber indicator. This has two. So it has the one on top. It has the one on top, this one, that pops up when there's a round in the chamber. And then there's the nipple in the back. I don't like this. I don't know why they have this. When you shoot the gun, it's an open hole.
Alright.
For dust and water and mud and sand and boogers and lint and whatever else goes in a hole. Yeah, I don't know why. He hasn't shot this gun in, I don't know, a couple months. And after we did the transfer and all that, I got it home, completely tore it down, and there was a lot of gunk in there. I mean, dust, dirt, stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know why they would put that in there. But yeah. To the mags, they don't have a lot of support like Glock, so there's no mag pool mags. There might be some pro mags out there. I don't know. In California, we can only have 10 round max. I think in the free states they have 12 rounders, 15 rounders, I don't know. Let me grab my Glock 20 round mag. Yes, that is from Freedom Week. But yeah, so there's no support for mag extensions for the XD like there is for Glock. That's a negative that I see. There's not that big of a aftermarket support for the XD. Yeah, you can get sights, you can get triggers, you can buy mags, but you can't get extensions, extended stuff like that. I mean, I have seen some nice looking XDs, red dots, stippling, window cuts, all that, the fancy guns. The Gucci XDs, if you think of it that way. But yeah, I mean, it's an XD. It's not a Glock. It's not a Smith & Wesson. The Shields have way more aftermarket support than what these do. But it's a full-size gun. Here it is, clear and clear. Here it is compared to the Glock. Let me try and line these up. So Glock is on top, XD is on bottom. It is slide to slide, a little bit longer, just a little tiny bit. Thickness wise, it's a little bit smaller, but remember, these have that stupid shelf, so it doesn't look like a Glock. They had to do something different. So thickness is a little bit smaller, but the base of the slide is a little bit wider actually than the Glock. Frame size, let me try, and you can see, so the top of the slides are even. The trigger guard is a little bit bigger on the XD than the Glock. You can see the Glock's in the back. This corner back here, this corner back here is the Glock's. Trigger comes down further. All this is Glock. You can see the light in the back. Bore axis. So here's the Glock. The bore, center of the bore is a lot lower to your hand than what the XD is. XD, you can see the barrel's higher up. So that's going to make more recoil, harder to control just a little bit. I mean, it is a 40, so it's going to be snappy anyway. But I don't know. When I shoot it, I'll let you guys know that. But other than, you know, the safeties, I actually like it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's a stock frame fits my hand better than the Glock. I just don't like it because of the safeties. And he had this. He owed me. Sure, why not? But you know, do I still recommend this for someone with a disability? Yes and no. It is cheaper than a Glock. I think from Turner's they're like 350, 380. They're under 400. Glock is like 550. I think with taxes and everything, transfer fees, the Glocks are about 600, maybe a little bit over. This is probably going to be about 4. So price point goes to XD. Comfort, how comfortable it is in your hand, it just depends on you. Like I said, I have large hands. Both guns fit me. This gun fits me a little bit better. As you can see, you know, without the mag, I can still get 3 fingers on. With the mag, it gives you just a little tiny bit of a shelf for your fingers. It is, you know, not interchangeable. I don't know what the support is. This never planned on getting an XD, so I don't know what the aftermarket support is. From what I've looked up, it's very, very, very small. For the Glock. Yeah, it is a 3-finger gun. I do have a magwell, so that gives me the shelf. I don't have a stock Glock mag. I do, but it has an extension in front of me. With the Magpul mags, you know, it sticks out just a little bit. With the extended mags, it sticks out a lot, but that's cool. That's what gun guys like. But anyways, comfort between the two, I give it up to the XD. It feels nice. Feeling this gun without finger grooves, I'm gonna take the finger grooves off the Glock now and rock it that way, because this is more comfortable now that I've felt it. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this, and I am gonna do the little knuckle cut right there. But comfort is great. But now back to the point that I was getting to. If you have weak hand strength, this is not the gun for you, because you have to grip it right. If you have weak grip, I mean, if you're gonna tape the gun to your hand, then sure. If you have like really, really weak hands where you can't even write your name with a pencil, you shouldn't be shooting anyway. Sad to say, but that's how it should be. But if you're not gripping this the right way with weak hands, I know a couple of friends that are C-level injuries, so they have neck injuries, not back injuries. They lose the muscle between your thumb and your pointer finger. And to engage this safety, you need that muscle, because that's what it's hitting on. So if you're weak and you don't have that muscle, or that muscle's really weak, then, you know, you're not going to be able to hit that right every time. That's another drawback to this gun, now that I'm thinking about it, is you have to grip it the same every single time. So if you're gripping it and you're off just a little bit, you have to, let me see if I could do it. How did I have it? Right there. So right there, it's not going, it's stuck. You have to readjust your grip, and then there it goes. Yeah, so other than that, you know, like I said, this is a gun for stupid people. It's a nice gun. I like it. I mean, the more I handle it at the house, the more I dry fire it. I love the trigger. I love the grip. I love how it feels. It's comfortable. It's way more comfortable than the Glock. Like I said, there's just not that much aftermarket support if you want to trick it out, if you want to do anything to it. There's no 20 round or 5 round extenders to make 20 round mags. There's no 33 round mags. I mean, there's special mags too also. So Glock mag has the indents on the side that grip on, oh, let me see, on the mag catch. So, you know, you push the button and that's what grabs onto the thing. The same thing for, this is my car CW9 mag. It has a notch in the same area that the Glock mag has its notch. And I don't have the car with me, it's in the safe. But it's the same thing. For the XD mags, there is no notch or indent on either side. It's a hole in the front of the mag, because the way that the mag release works is on the inside there's a bar with a nipple on it. That nipple goes into the hole, and then you push the button and it pulls that out, and then you can take the mag out that way. And then it goes in and click, as you can hear. But yeah, so like I said, so there's not that much aftermarket mag wise. There are aftermarket sights for days, night sights, fiber optic, suppressor height sights, whatever you want, rainbow sights, laser sights that has the Picatinny rail, so you have the double thing. So here is my Valkyrie light off the Glock. It fits just fine. It is a little bit harder to get the buttons, but it is pretty nice. It is a little bit hard. Oh, what happened? Oh, I just noticed that my rail might be crooked, or my light, because this side is harder, this side is easy. This side you really have to pull down. It's hitting on the trigger guard. But yeah, so you can put lights, lasers, whatever. If you want to put a bipod on it or a vertical grip, go ahead if it's legal. But yeah, so just a whatever review, comparison, whatever you want to call this. If you can find one cheap enough, like I said, local Turner's sells these for like $350, $400, brand new, way cheaper than a Glock. I would recommend the 9mm if you're gonna get one, because 9mm is cheap, way less recoil than a 40. But yeah, so it's, you know, that's my review. why you shouldn't buy, or my pros and cons of the XD, and my opinions on it. If you guys have an XD, let me know what you think of it, how it shoots, what you guys think of all the safety BS that's on it, to make it a safe gun. I mean, every gun person knows there's only one safety. That's the safety. If you're not on the trigger, gun's not going off. Safe, not safe. Safe, not safe. But yeah, so that's, this is it, my review. Hope you guys stayed for the whole thing. I know it's going on past 30 minutes now. But yeah, so let me know in the comments if you guys have an XD, if you like it, things you like. What are your guys' pros and cons on the XD? How do you guys compare it to other guns? Would you pick that over a Glock? Would you pick that over a Shield, over a car, over a 1911? Whatever it is, would you pick that over some other gun? Or would you pick other guns over this? Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Like the video, subscribe, share it. Thank you to Speedy. I got 5 new subs. I haven't made a video in a month, and I got 5 new subs since that video. So thank you. I'll put your guys' names on the screen. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Every subscriber counts, dude. So trying to build this thing up. It's going slowly. But yeah, thank you guys for the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So there it is.